this is me warming up for squats. I usually will place my hand and try to grip the bar as I can. It is one that I determine how heavy I can go. Number two, I'm pretty much trying to get tight and also close to my shoulders as possible, so I can get as tight as I can, squeeze my stomach, suck in all the air, and be as tight as I can for every time I squat. And that's pretty much what I start with. I'm trying to get my back neutral and putting all that stress and that weight onto my glutes and my hamstrings, and also to my hips more than my back, because that's where the power is, and that's where you pretty much are going to be strong in squats. Squats is a leg workout, not a back workout. So if you feel like you're about to throw out your back, just put the weight back. So right now I'm doing front squats. I'm showing you at face point of view because I'm going to show you how I pretty much place my hands. So I'm placing my hands under and over. Also put pretty much gripping the whole bar with my hands and making sure that is in place, but also straight and away from my throat, so I don't have to worry about choking or anything. It's pretty much on my collarbone, and I'm just getting it away from my throat, and that's really how I pretty much do front squats now. The reason why I wanted to do this because I wanted to get different perspectives so it can make me a better athlete. But I didn't know how stiff I am. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Terrible. Just freaking terrible, man. Why are you smiling? You ugly. So 505 is my last single for warm-ups. It was actually an easy day. I went back to 385, but I do singles. Singles are pretty much for practicing your speed and pretty much getting it off. Also working on more of form type of thing, so you won't pretty much get tired. And it's more for warm-up, so you can get ready and your body's ready for your sets and your main sets for the day. It's not for maxing out. You shouldn't max out every time you do singles. It's pretty much more than 80-85, and that's pretty much it. Nothing more than that. Singles are not for maxing out only. Also, don't talk about my Bruce Lee shoes. Got them for $20. So a quick reminder, I'm doing different grips just because I want to work on different perspectives. For each grip, they have weaknesses and also strengths. Closer grip is more speed light because you're using triceps, and wider grip is more of more standard, more stabilization, and more of pretty much you're more tighter just because you're using more back than you would do closer grip. So it will be less speed with wider grip, but it's more of you are more tighter and you can handle more weight with that, and it's shorter range. I like the I like the short grip pretty much just because I can be more powerful, more speed, use more speed for short grip, so it can get all faster of my chest. But that's what I usually do, so I can also work on each muscle group too, because wider and closer can also have different muscle groups with each other. Just like using squats with wider and closer. Wider stance can work on like the outer and bigger, and the closer vertical can work on more of like the shorter, and also the shorter stance, the vertical stance can use actually more calf than it would use for a wider stance. Incline helps me with more speed and power because I'm going above like more of gravity type of thing. But it's also where like sometimes I will go lower rack or the higher rack, more of a higher rack, just to get more shoulder in and also get different perspectives from that. Don't laugh at me. I almost bust my ass, and I had 2 plates, so I wouldn't even be able to have kids no more. And you laughed at that. You're a terrible person.
Ow, shit hurts my side. Son of a bitch. How you guys doing? I just got from the gym of a bench today. I need to do more volume, bro. So at 75%, I think it's 285, and I got tired from 4 reps. At 235, I got tired at 5 after the 4th set, and it really irritated me because I'm used to doing 225 with 17 reps, but that was months ago. Since I've been trying to do like 405, and I got it, but I'm trying to increase more. The thing is like I'm getting so tired easily that is like, how am I going to push and grind out something that's supposed to be like 100% to 110% in a meet? Because one thing is that it's not a touch and go. It's pretty much a pause. Especially if I'm going to USPA, I have to get ready for it. So what I did was every single rep, I try to do pause reps, especially for the last one, because once I get tired, I have to push much power, which increases more strength and power, so my body can get used to it if I'm pinned down. So I work on that, and then I do accessory workouts. I do bicep curls. Goddamn. I do bicep curls to pretty much, strengthen my biceps for bench press, but also my grip, because they're thicker grips. The silver dumbbells, which helps me with my forearm strength, and also the tendon that goes to the forearm and the bicep. So I can have better grip with that, especially if I do heavy dumbbell weights with those type of dumbbells. And then I did first accessory workouts with easy lightweight, and then I went to heavyweight. The reason why is because I usually do heavyweight, but now that I'm getting tired, I'm not used to all this volume. I'm doing easy so I can pretty much warm up to the heavier accessory workouts, which was the heavy dips. Now I'm actually surprised that I can still do 2 plates, and I did 7, which is actually a PR. 7 reps with 330 makes me happy, and I could probably do 10 just because it was easy. It's just I kind of fail as y'all saw, and I was gonna bust my bottom tooth. I was gonna bust my butt, man, and it was gonna be over. Cause I ain't getting up if I did. Especially I might not even have kids if that happened. But yeah, I was lucky to not fall throughout. So I finished that, and I'm pretty much working on more of strength type of things and more volume throughout this month, honestly. Just because it's I can max out probably in July but the meet is in September, so I want to be more strategic about it, just because I don't want to like fail at anything, or push myself to like ruin my chances to honestly get my numbers. So I'm gonna wait and be a little bit more patient than I usually am. I might ask, like, why don't you be on the program? The thing is like, it's my first meet, so I want to make it more of a, I don't know, more special, because I did it by myself and I pretty much got like my mind into it. And if I can do my numbers and feel better, feel good about myself and all that I don't feel like I'm a failure. And I don't know, it's pretty much for more of my pride. So that's the reason why I don't do programs right now. I was going to, but I don't have the monies for it too. So I'm broke for that, and I don't feel like spending more money than I already did. I ain't buy these headphones, by the way. My beautiful girlfriend did. She's the greatest thing ever. But other than that, it's pretty much I'm working on more volume, because it sucks being tired easily than you usually get, and it's I don't know, it's a pride killer. So this month is gonna be more volume, like I said, and we gonna get to my numbers. We gonna get this straightened out. But I usually go like different reps, like different sets. I go with different grips, and this is for I keep lisping. What the fuck? I go with different grips because I could see what my strengths are and what are my weaknesses, so I can work on them throughout the workout, right? So I do close grip, wide grip, neutral, pretty much like in different angles that I can, and see where I'm strong at and see where I'm weak at. So for the meet, I can pretty much test out what I can do, and once I can do that, I can work on different things like pretty much speed and power, strengthening more muscles, and strengthening my position so I can lift more, and then pretty much get ready for competition. But that's my workout, and I hope you guys like the video.